Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to RLCraft. So today we are going to, since last episode we got a bit of enchanting done and stuff, we are going to start off with hatching our red dragon egg, I do believe. Before we do that though, there is a couple things I want to make first. First up, if we pull up dragon, I want to go ahead and make a dragon horn. Well, maybe it's, oh, okay, it's this one right here. Dragon horn. And basically for most of this stuff, we're just going to need some bones and I know some sticks. We're also going to want the dragon bone flute and the dragon command staff. Let me grab these. There's our command staff and there's our flute. Okay, and these are basically our dragon tools, and especially the dragon horn, you just can't live without. And the dragon command staff's pretty important too. We'll get into these a bit more later on. Now, I'm not sure, you know, back on Enigmatica, we were trying to do like the dragon build, like the big dragon area. I'm not sure if the sickly dragon meals work as intended these days or not. I need to test them to see if they still reset and they stop stunning growth. But I don't think we're going to do a big dragon build within this series, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll probably just go for tier 5 on all of our dragons, I imagine. But what we need to do now is let's take our netherrack down, and we're going to set this up, say, right here. And we're going to take our dragon egg, place it down on top, and oops, light this on fire. And you can see our dragon egg is starting to move. And so it's going to take a few minutes for this to hatch. Now, ideally, we'll stay next to it while it's hatching. And let's go ahead and get our dragon horn ready. I know in the past there's always been an issue where if you go away from your dragon egg, either A, the dragon won't recognize you as its master whenever it does hatch. If you recall, there was quite a few on Enigmatica that I hatched that just kind of ran wild. Even though sometimes I was actually standing near them. But Ice and Fire seems to be getting a bit more stable since those days and a bit more polished, to say the least. But also, if you go away from your egg, there's a chance that it will just despawn, which we don't want that to happen. So we're just going to wait next to this, just give it a little bit of time. Generally, it only takes a few minutes to hatch. So I'll be back here in just a minute. There we go. There's our baby dragon. So it only took about 5 minutes, so that's its standard time. I'm just going to go ahead and break this. Get it out of our way. And I right click with the dragon horn to pick up the baby dragon, and then I can hold right click and release it. So that is our baby. And yeah, and I can hold it on my shoulder like Khaleesi. And then shift. There we go. We're going to pick this baby up. And right now, actually, if I let me release it for just a moment. If we shift right click, you can see it's a female. Its hunger is 50 out of 100. It's a stage 1, 0 days. The owner, we haven't named it, and you can see armor slots for it. And its total health right there. So there's two different ways that we can age this dragon. We can either let it age on its own. So every day it'll, you know, increase 1 day's growth. Or we can feed it meals. And I'm going to go ahead and feed it meals because it's going to make, whoops, it's going to make things a little bit faster. And actually, let me go ahead and drop it down. And we can set it to stay or wander. I'm going to set it to stay. Okay, so let's grab ourselves some bones. And let's grab up a bunch of meat. And you know what? This might actually be... let me go back up here. Let me see. Let's do... we want dragon meals. There's 2. Let's just lay this out like that. Okay, we can't use fish. I was thinking we might be able to use cooked fish, actually. There's a couple. I don't want to use up all my mutton because I've been eating that. Whoops. I think we can use turkey. We can. And we'll use these pork chops. So there's 27 dragon meals. That's actually a pretty good start for us. And then we can continue leveling the dragon. Now the other two tools that we've got, the dragon horn is just for basically taking your dragon, storing it, and then releasing it at will. The dragon bone flute is for calling the dragon. If it starts to wander off, you can use that and call it back to you. And then the command staff is for setting it to sit and wander and all that. Well, basically just sit and wander. Let's go ahead and drop it down, and let's go ahead and just start right-clicking to feed it up. And there we go. And so right now it is a stage 2, 27 days. Now it's still not big enough that we can ride it. It has to be, I believe, a stage 3 before we're going to be able to ride it. But you can see its health has jumped up to 148. And its hunger is filled up. If you let its hunger run down, just like you, it's going to take damage. But unless they've changed it, it can't die from the damage. So that's good. Yeah, I've got some more food here that I haven't sorted. I've got to get all this stuff sorted out. So I'm going to go ahead and use this up as well. Make some more, and we might be able to get it up to stage 3, which would be cool. Yeah, so there's 20 more meals. Probably start running out of bones before too long. Possibly. Probably. Also, your dragon, unless it's been changed, your dragon will not age while it's in the dragon horn either. So it actually has to stay out of the dragon horn and just kind of hang out for it to age. But let's go ahead and feed this guy up. And let's go ahead and make sure it's set to stay. Yeah, there we go. It is a stage 2. Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a look at the diamond dragon armor. Oh, it's going to be diamond blocks. So this pick has Fortune 3, and I can actually use it right now. We can go mine up some diamonds fairly easily. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and repair this Dragon Bone Greatsword. I'm going to go ahead and make it a fire Dragon Bone Greatsword. And then we're going to go ahead and put looting 3. It takes 6 levels. Okay. 1 second. Just because it would be a whole lot easier to level up our dragon if we had a looting 3 sword. Because there's 2 things I'd like to get. I'd like to get diamond dragon armor, and I'd also like to get the dragon up to at least a decent stage. I'd really like to get it up to stage 5. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I got Feather Falling 4, Projectile Protection 4, and I got Atomic Deconstructor, and I'm not sure what that enchantment does. I'm sure it's from Ren's Mini Enchantments. Ren's Mini Enchantments is one of the mods in this pack I've never actually dealt with, like, hands-on. I remember coming across it. I've played around with, like, Apotheosis I've played around with, but never Ren's Mini Enchantments, or whatever. Multiple enchantments or whatever. Okay, so there is looting 3 on that. And I could probably drop on like a sharpness. Doesn't have to be a sharpness 5 necessarily. Or advanced sharpness. Well, then again, it's not really a big deal. The main thing I'm going to be using the looting part for is for killing cattle, basically. So let's go ahead and just warp over to... let's go to Rayaris. I think there's a few animals around here. And I'm basically just going to start going around killing all the just all the animals I can find in the immediate vicinity. I mean, we could start farming some animals, but it actually takes quite a few dragon meals. And okay, there's 13 more. And now I'm out of bones. So. Oh, there's a Reaper right there. Alright, let's go ahead and drop our dragon back down. Okay, so now it is a stage 3, 60 days, has 300 health. Awesome. Awesome stuff. I think stage 5 is 500 health, if I recall. I guess it's maybe 100 health per, now that I think about it. But okay, so now our dragon's actually big enough that we can technically ride it. Now, how many diamonds? I've got 20, which isn't going to be enough to make any dragon armor at the moment. Now, technically, we could make armor out of gold or iron. Of course, I don't really have a lot of either of those. I haven't been mining in, like, forever, so... But where we killed the dragon's mom, we could go over there. Let's see. Red Man, I think, is the closest one. Alright, let's go ahead and drop our dragon down. And then, here we go. We now have our very own dragon that we can ride around. So I need to go down in this direction. Controls. Dragon Strike is B. Dragon Breath is R. Okay, I need to change that. That's Dragon Strike. There's Dragon Breath. Aha. Oh, that's nice. There was a time when you couldn't use your own dragons to make the charred ice and stuff. But now you can. Which that is super, super useful. I'm spawning cinders in, though. That's no good. Alright, I'm almost over to our dungeon. I've already checked on top of this icy area. It's not the proper biome for snow dragons anyways. Or it shouldn't be, unless they've changed it, or this pack changes it or something. Yeah, we're right here. And X is the default to go down. Spacebar to go up, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our dragon. Let's go down inside of here. And actually, is there anything that can make bones? Ventoraptor skulls can make bones. Okay, that's not really worth farming, though. In some packs in the past, it's been set up so you can use dragon bones to make like big bulk amounts of, but I think that was mainly Enigmatica, now that I think about it. But okay, so we're gonna go down here and farm ourselves up a bit of diamonds. And actually, I guess one thing I can do is set this to diamond. And I noticed there is like an advanced fortune. So, okay, looks like there's diamonds right over here. Should be diamonds all over this. So we should be able to amass a decent amount of diamonds fairly easily, I should think. Eruption.
Eruption! The world is going to burn.
So it is. Luckily we're immune to fire, because a lot of what it spawns is cinders, but I also think that event spawns lobbers. Maybe, and that other, that newer fire mob, maybe? But I don't know, it doesn't seem like anything's spawning in here at the moment. Alright. Keeps sounding like there's a dragon nearby here. Okay, it's no longer spawning mobs, so... Okay, this is actually up underneath this. I'm going to keep grabbing all the emeralds, just because... If we find or braid a mending villager, it's going to kind of give us a 1-up on that. Is there another dragon underneath this or something? Sounds like there's a dragon really close by at the moment. Alright. Just gonna try to get as many diamonds as I can. Okay, I've got 3 stacks and 54 diamonds now. Which should be good. Plus I got enough heart crystals to probably make another heart crystal. I imagine I've got 2 lying around maybe at home. But we shall see. I actually ended up finding myself in a mine shaft, which worked out pretty well. Because it proved to be pretty easy just to mine around, and wow. Yeah, come here. Haha! Alright. And I keep hearing dragons while I was down there mining. And it sounded like there's possibly like a couple of them. And I know there's been a rumor in some of the... some of the more recent... no, I don't want to summon it there. I want to summon it up here. Well, some of the more recent versions of Ice and Fire... There's been some talk about like an underground cavern that's got a bunch of eggs. I don't know if it's actually true. I've never personally came across one. But this is the first pack since, well, Enigmatica, which I've got ongoing right now. Or our second playthrough of Enigmatica 2. But I haven't messed around with, like the newest versions. I don't know if it's like a new feature or if it's just a rumor. It's not true. I'm not sure. We shall find out. But... it's supposedly like a really rare underground cavern that's got like one of each color egg or something and like 2 dragons guarding it. I don't know. I haven't a clue. Okay, but let's go ahead and make our dragon headpiece. And our dragon neck. Dragon body armor. And then we just need dragon tail. Actually, we just had just enough. Well, I mean, I have leftover diamonds. We had just enough from what I made to pull that off. And it looks like none of these got got traits on them, which is fine by me. We'll go ahead and drop her down there. And we'll go ahead and give her the diamond armor. So there we go. Okay, now I would really like to make a soul stone for her, but I'm gonna wait till we get her to max rank. And we're gonna do a little trick here. Since we've got Lycanites and Ice and Fire, I think this will work. I think. In theory, it should. But we'll see. And if it does work, well, I'll probably still keep the dragon horn around. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, but for right now, I need to go out hunting and get bones and meat. I need to continue getting bones and meat. So I'll be back in a little bit once I have what I need. I mean, we could go out flying and see if we can find it. Okay, I just got back over to the base, and here's another 17 dragon meals. And so now we're up to stage 4, 77 days. Awesome. I think I'll have to get some more bones probably, but oh, by the way, heart containers, I'm maxed out on these. Well, it says I need 1 XP level, but I tried popping it when I had an XP level and it didn't work. And both my XP logbooks are filled up at the moment, so just a heads up. But yeah, so I'm going to push back out. I'm going to try to find some more bones. I'm just killing everything in sight at the moment. Mainly looking for skeletons and animals to kill, but killing everything I can find, so. Oh, there's a strider. There's a couple striders, actually. Pa-pow! I'm just going to fly off, like, in this direction. And see if we can't maybe find some more villages. Because Tiana messaged me on Discord and said there's, like, these libraries. And I didn't think much of them whenever I found them before. Because I found some on here. And I didn't get anything, hardly. I got 3, like, dinky enchanted books out of it. And then just a bunch of, like, you know, generic books. And it was about it. And then some, like, named books that didn't, you know, that weren't good for anything. And I think that was a Siren Island. Yeah, it's a Siren Island. We'll go tackle one of those before too long, because I don't think it would stand much of a chance. But while we're looking for bones and stuff, which actually I might, if I find a battle tower, I might farm skeletons out of a battle tower. I think that would actually be super useful. But I'd also like to keep an eye out for maybe a village, because we might be able to find a mending book. Tiana said that that's where they had found quite a few mending books, actually. Of course, the one I found, I only got 3 enchanted books, but and they were all dinky books, but apparently there's a chance to find mending books out of those village libraries. So, okay, I think I've got enough dragon meals. It's not going to be, I don't think, full size yet, but that's the size right now. Right now it is 105 days, 508 health. It is a stage 5 now, and I've got 23 dragon meals, which is going to put it up over 600 health. Yeah, it's actually stopped growing now. You can still keep giving, I think you can keep giving it health up to 1,000, if I recall. I could be wrong on that, but I think 600 is a good spot. Actually, let me try something. Can I go above... Can I go above 600 in this pack? Because the last time I did a lot with dragons was our first go-through of Enigmatica 2. Okay, no, 600 is the max. I could have swore on Enigmatica we were able to get a dragon with 1,000 health, but I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Okay, now we need to name our dragon, and if you guys follow my Enigmatica series, you know I like either WoW names or like Forgotten Realms, D&D names. I think we're going to go, for this dragon, I think we're going to go with Amrinthid. Yeah, let's go with that. And this will be our first dragon. Boom, there we go. Now, now she has a name. Okay, so let's see. Oh, another thing I want to do, I mentioned a second ago, I want to get a soul stone made, just a regular one. This one right here, and we're going to need to make ourselves a soul gazer, which is that right there. And, wow, when I was getting those bones, I took some damage on my headpiece. To be fair, though, I wasn't blocking very much. I was actually using the greatsword for the looting, so it happens. It happens. Let's grab that. It's actually kind of crazy I don't need heart crystals anymore. There is our soul gazer. There is our soul... Oh, it's 4. I'm hoping that this works. Now, I will say I've never tried this with Ice and Fire. Because aside from this pack, the only pack I've really played that has Lycanites and Ice and Fire in it is, you know, the pack I've been working on. So, I don't know. I hope it works. I know it works with wolves and cats. But what we're going to do is we're going to just... Soulstone cannot bind to this kind of creature. Oh no! Okay. Okay, well, in that case, we're just going to have to take care of our dragon, make sure it doesn't die. It's probably for the best that doesn't work, actually, but let me grab some of this, and we're going to do one more thing this episode. One more thing. Let's go ahead and drop our dragon down, and let's take off flying. It's going to be really hard to... Oh. Sometimes Ice and Fire will bug and your dragon... Wow, it's massive. It's massive. Massive dragon. But sometimes Ice and Fire will bug when you get on your mount, and that'll happen. And sometimes it's a pain. Usually it won't just drop you off, though in some cases you will just fall off your mount. There we go. Okay, so I want to head off in this direction because we still need some dragon armor, right? And now we have a dragon. So the dragons that are above ground, which are probably the harder ones in a lot of cases. Man. Stop being buggy. Yeah, there we go. That's going to make it a whole lot easier. If you hit F7, you can set how you want to view yourself on your mount. And I want to do it like this. Actually, I'm like minuscule on this dragon. Man! It keeps doing that. Okay, it seems to be working right now. Right over here is a dragon. Oh wow, that's already killed him. Wow, he didn't last very long at all. You are dead, sir. Wow, we did some massive carnage, though. Oh my gosh. We like annihilated this place. Okay, well. Anyways. Let me climb up here. Dragons are going to be a whole lot easier now. I don't know if I want any fire dragon. Nah, I don't think so. Now we can do proper ice dragon hunting at this point. Okay. There we go. How many scales? I got 12 scales off him. That was only stage 3. Wow. I just, like, I wouldn't use that around your base, because you'll just, like, annihilate everything. There was probably chests. Okay, I don't see any chests, but it's possible I may have blown them up, too. That's okay, because the last time we looted one of those chests, there wasn't anything good in it. So, that's fine. Oh, there's actually a waystone up on this mountain. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know if you guys remember back whenever there wasn't a third person, a good third person for the dragons. It was a pain trying to fly those things around. It really, really was. And then I can make legs, and then we can enchant them. But I need to get some mending. I need to get some mending books. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try to find some villages, maybe between episodes that maybe have them, and then we'll take a look, maybe get some mending next episode, and then, I don't know, maybe go out exploring, or maybe do that dinky dungeon that we found a bit back. That might be something that we do, and see what kind of loot's inside of it. But, yeah, so now we have an easy way to kill overworld dragons. like above ground dragons, because this dragon will wreck them. I do need to keep an eye out for its health, and just kind of keep an eye on it. Let's see. Right now, it's 600 out of 600. Okay. Its hunger starting to drop, but not by much. I mean, it's got 100 of it, so it's going to be a while before it needs food. So, but yeah, so next episode we will work on getting some mending, maybe go do a dinky dungeon, or we might start on some animal breeding stuff and animal taming stuff. We have a soul stone, so it's going to be easy to bind something. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Stay updated with when new videos come out. And I can't remember if I told you before during the episode, but if you want to change your dragon stuff, there it is, right there. Dragon Breath, Dragon Strike, which is kind of like a melee attack. And then Dragon Down, Baby Dragon off. So if it gets on your shoulder, you can set it off. But yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.